How could he break my heart like this? If he was unsatisfied with me, then he should have communicated it and we would have worked on our relationship. But no, he decided to go embrace another woman while I was eagerly waiting for him to return home. In the morning, I woke him up and confronted him about his cheating, asking him why he did it. But his response was almost worse than the act itself. He basically told me to F off, and that it wasn't a big deal. Look, if you want me to stop seeing her, then I'll stop. But there's no point in getting angry, since this was bound to happen. You didn't forget that I am too good for you to monopolize, right? I was appalled to think that he thought cheating on me wasn't a big deal. This man actually thought that just because our relationship started with him being out of his league, that somehow gave him the right to completely disregard my feelings. Well, I wasn't going to put up with this any longer, since I wasn't the scared high school girl anymore. I asked if he was okay with me divorcing him, because that is exactly what I was going to do. I could no longer be in the same room as him, let alone keep going as his wife. But he was too hungover to respond properly. I fell back asleep after saying yeah, do what you want. I didn't care and immediately began packing my stuff, preparing to move out. For the first time since we became a married couple, I left the house without telling him where I was going. A piece of my heart was broken, but surprisingly I also felt relief after finally breaking free. I went over to a friend's house and contacted a lawyer. If I wanted, I could peacefully divorce him and just disappear from his life. But I wasn't going to let him get away with infidelity so easily. I made sure to gain as many concessions from him as possible. The divorce papers said that I wanted 50% of all his assets, and that his house was to be transferred in my name. He is probably going to end up on the streets if he loses, but I literally didn't care anymore.